Today what I'm going to do is a beginner's guide to using UV resin, but making some pieces that would look and do look absolutely awesome and are very, very popular. I've got this mold which has got an inlay already built into it, and I'll show you why in a second and what I'm going to do with that. A couple of really large bangle molds, which is important because normally the bangle molds that you get wouldn't fit your thumb, and just a standard jewelry mold. I'm going to be using a mixture of clear UV resin, glittered UV resin, and coloured UV resin. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to be doing is setting this one off because I'm going to be doing this in 2 different stages, and you'll see why in a minute. Firstly, I'm going to be doing a blue outline to this, and all I'm doing is popping my UV resin in and around like this. And this is a lovely daffodil, and these come out really, really pretty. Now, I know I've got a few members who only use UV resin. They don't use any epoxy resin. It's important to remember, though, when UV resin is curing, it does give off VOCs. So make sure that you've got a mask on, and make sure that you're wearing gloves as well, and that you're still working in a well-ventilated area. So if you get a little bit here, like for instance there, where it's quite a narrow area to get your resin in, just encourage your resin to go in there, and then what will happen is it'll flow in there nicely and you can just top it up. It's always better to have translucent or transparent molds as well when you're using UV resin, because that way it cures up much easier. Yeah, I've got members that really make some amazing stuff with UV resin, and they share their tips and tricks and projects all the time in the VIP group that we have going for members only. So if you want to become a member and benefit from any of the perks and the extra discounts that we get and things like that, then the link for that is down below. So now we've got that full, all I'm going to do is pop over that with a long neck lighter and burst any bubbles that have come up to the top, and then cure that for about 3 minutes. I'm going to put that on 3 minutes, and that'll be now curing from the top and the bottom using my J Diction UV lamp. So they're all cured up now, and I can just take those out and demold those, and look how great they've come out. But I want to do a bit more with them than that. Of course I do. And this does give a great effect. Even though I'd consider it to be a real beginner's method, they still give a great effect. So what I'm using here is the really wide J Diction damming tape. And now I'm going to pop those on here like that. I'm on the right way round. Make sure that's well pushed down. And now where these are open at the back, what I'm going to do is put a little bit of tape on those, close that back up. It would have been much easier if I'd have done this prior to putting it on the backing tape, but there you go. There we are. So that's nice and covered now. And what I can start to do is fill those in. And I'm going to be using some of the glitter resin for this. So the first bit I'm going to be using is for the actual daffodil itself, and I'm using some of the yellow glitter UV resin here. And again, I can use my little tool. These come with my kit, so they're easy to get hold of. And now I can start to cure that up, and I'm going to cure that up for 3 minutes. Well, that's all nice and cured up now, so I can start putting in my next colour, and my next colour is going to be the green. And again, it's going to be the glitter. Now, I like the glitter, and I think it shows off a lot more when you've got a non-glitter surround, but also it is much thicker than the coloured glitter, than the coloured resin. So as a result, it stays where you put it much easier. Now, if you want to get it into some of the little nooks and crannies and you don't want to squeeze it through, all you need to do is put some on your little tool like this and pop it in where you want it, and then fill them up. And then once you've got them filled, you can then cure it up. And what I'm going to do after I've cured these up is show you another little trick just to elevate them again to the next level. Well, they've all cured now, and what I'm going to do is finish them off with a dome, and this really does finish them off lovely. Now, you can dome both sides if you want, I don't tend to do that. I tend to dome just one side. And I'm using the high viscosity UV resin for the doming, as I always do, because it gives a much nicer dome. There we go, that's that domed. Gonna make my little hole again. So that's got its hole, and now cure that up. And then once that one's cured, I'll go ahead and dome this one, and I'll show you what they look like finished. So that's those finished now. I'm really pleased how they've come out. Really, really simple to do, but it gives a great effect to the finished earrings. So let's move on to the bangle. I've got these really large bangle molds, and they actually do fit normal human hands. And what I'm going to do first is put a layer of UV resin into these. Look, there's a hair there. But I'm using the clear UV resin first. And I'm going to tap that down so I get a nice even layer. I'm also going to do this larger one at the same time. And this is the low viscosity UV resin because it doesn't need to dome, and I only need it to have a flat base. Now, if there's bubbles in this, I really don't mind. I actually like the look at some of the bubbles that are in this. But if you don't like the look of the bubbles, you could always just wait for them to pop out, or you can open up your mold and quickly run a long neck lighter around it like this. Open it up like that, get your long neck lighter, and then just go in there and burst the bubbles. I don't mind, because sometimes the bubbles can look like little pearls, especially when we're adding colour. Now we're going to cure that up from both sides like this for 3 minutes. So they're nice and cured. Try when you're doing this not to break the seal on the first one that you've done, because you don't want the resin seeping under. So the next one I'm going to do is a glitter one. And I'm using the brown, which I actually think looks like a beautiful gold. But there you go, I'm colourblind, so what do I know? And again, we'll cure those up, that middle layer, for 3 minutes. So that's nice and cured. And all I'm going to do now is go around with more of this low viscosity resin and fill the rest of this mould up and then cure it. These are all cured now all the way through, so all we need to do is demold them. Look at the size of those. Now, they make great bangles, but they also make great tiebacks and things like that. Look how pretty they have come out. I love that effect. It's such an easy effect to achieve, but it looks great. And you can fit your hand in them and wear them as an actual bangle rather than only fitting your thumb. So by putting the layer in, then putting the layer of colour, and then putting the layer in, you get a great result. And the final technique I'm going to show you, again, I'm going to put in some low viscosity resin into some of my molds. And these are all really quick and easy to do methods. And none of these take long, and you can produce quite a lot of stuff really fairly quickly and have a lot of fun. So with this one, start with, I'm just going to put some drops of the silver glitter in, and I'm not too worried about whether I'm getting good shapes or anything with this, or I'm making a bit of a mess. Doesn't matter where this is concerned. I just really want the resin in there. I'm going to be using a mixture here of some of the glitters and some of the non-glittered UV resin. So I've used red, I've used silver, and I'm now using a bit of yellow. And the last one I'm going to use is the brown. But I'm not going to be using too much of this because it's quite a dark colour. I want a little bit in each one. Massive thank you to everyone that got me a coffee. And some of the messages this month have been wonderful when people have bought me coffees. I love reading the little messages people are putting in. So thank you so much. Very uplifting and very kind. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, the link for that is in the description below, and you get your name on my coffee board. So once you've got that done like that, all I'm going to do is take my silicone tool here and go in and give them not a really good mix, because I want some negative space in there, but I'm going to mix them around. And then I'm going to finish these off slightly differently. There we go. I'm going to let them cure up for 3 minutes, and then I'll show you how I'm going to quickly finish them off. So that layer is lovely and cured up, and what I'm going to be doing now is using the coloured resin that's black. and backing these with that. Now, I'm not using the glitter one because I don't want the glitter in the black glitter UV resin to overpower the glitter that I've already put into the clear UV resin. There we go. So that didn't take too long. And now I'm going to cure that up again for a final time for 3 minutes. There we go. So they're all cured. All I need to do now is pop those out, and then we have got some great looking jewelry. And what we've achieved with some basic simple molds and some basic simple resin techniques using UV resin is some great items. All these items would easily sell well and be very, very popular. And they're so easy to make. Hope you've enjoyed this. Make sure you check out the UV resin video I've got coming up next. I think you'll really like that. It's a great video. If you want to learn more about using UV resin, boot that like button, hit that subscribe button. But most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.